What we're doing is deploying a 5G network along the railway line to give connectivity to the users on the train, so the passengers and also the staff, to enable high-speed internet and access.
We've got the very latest version of 5G here. We call it 5G Advanced. It's a standalone 5G network that's designed and dedicated to support the capacity on the railway. Trains down the railway travel at 100 miles an hour, and we have to basically replicate that same scenario here by driving down the mile straight here at Millbrook and validating that we can get hundreds of megabits per second whilst doing that.
We're all about trying to improve with this particular program. We're improving the capability for passengers to get 5G fed Wi-Fi services on the new section of East West Rail. That's one core project for England's Connected Heartland, which is also going to serve trackside neighbours, and by so doing we've got a different commercial proposition we're developing whereby some of the ongoing costs of running these things can be offset by revenue generated by farmers and isolated homesteads who are bereft of decent Wi-Fi or internet service.
We've still got areas, big vast areas of no connectivity or high-speed bandwidth. When we get the uptake on the network that's being built now, I hope to see it between Oxford and Cambridge, showing the rest of the rail community that you can do something and get really good connectivity to passenger trains, not just for Wi-Fi, but all sorts of other connectivity and use cases that you can actually pull down revenue for.
You'll be able to do work, you'll be able to watch entertainment. This testing itself has proven so successful. We brought together AWTG, iCamera, Airspan, technical specialists like Paul Senior and Paul Spence, and they've worked collaboratively over the last 3 weeks in quite an intense environment to actually produce some brilliant results. And that's just an isolated example of something that's worked on a much larger scale for the network itself.
I mean, if we prove that we can deliver, this 5G broadband connectivity on the 23 miles between Bicester and Bletchley, what we'll be able to do is then copy-paste that and put it basically anywhere around the UK where there's poor connectivity to the train. That has a really big social impact and economic benefits. So I think that's the goal, and this project will hopefully prove that you can do this.